It's about 60 miles from Cleveland to Ashtabula County, Ohio's largest county. For example, Conneaut, it only has a population of about 13,000. But believe it or not, in square miles, Conneaut is the second largest city in the state of Ohio. Ashtabula County is also home to the longest covered bridge in the United States at 613 feet in length. In fact, there are 17 covered bridges scattered across the county. And their brand new attraction here in Ashtabula County is quilt barns. This is the first quilt barn trail in Northeast Ohio. How many barns or buildings do you have with the quilts on them already?
Okay, we have more than 40.
Really? Is there a story behind each quilt?
That's the whole reason for putting these on buildings. We want to tell the story of the farms and the barns and the garages and whatever it is that they're putting them on. We have them on wineries, we have them on covered bridges, and there's a story behind every one of them, and we have that story on our website. They can go online to barnquiltsashtabulacounty.com. The 2015 Ashtabula County Visitor's Guide has a map inside it that will take them not only to the barn quilts, but also to the wineries and the covered bridges.
Another popular attraction here in Jefferson is the Victorian Perambulator Museum. Here is a world-class collection of baby and doll carriages, some of them actual works of art.
A lot of things came out initially out of the family. Her dad, and they just had artifacts that they were interested in, and they started looking around and researching it and getting some friends that would look for them. They went to an awful lot of antique shops in this particular part of the world.
And there is more: antique thimbles, silverware, teacups and plates.
People come in here, ladies come in with doll clubs, and they're more interested in dolls initially because they can acquire dolls more easily. They don't know where to put a carriage sometimes. So now they've made every effort in the last 10, 12, 15 years to acquire more porcelain and bisque dolls. They have the carriages, the dolls, they have thimbles, they have pipes, extensive collections, they have beautiful banks and that go back decades and decades, and beautiful circus paraphernalia.
The Victorian Perambulator Museum is only open limited hours, and it's a good idea to call first or make an appointment for a tour. Now, the folks in Jefferson give high marks to the food here at the Jefferson Diner, which is housed in a World War II Quonset hut. The Jefferson Diner is a place you can find meatloaf and homemade pie. In other words, my kind of place.
And we specialize in homemade food. Nothing out of a box, nothing out of a bag. Everything that we do is, homemade.
No processed
from scratch.
Meats and things like
that.
Everything
We roast our own meats, all of our soups, gravies, pies, biscuits, everything's homemade.
And how do the customers feel about their hometown diner?
A lot of the food is done from scratch. They have probably some of the best soup I've ever had.
It's awesome. I eat here 7 days a week.
And you can't find better food. Been coming up here since 1982.
Tried the chicken and biscuits. Got to be the best I've ever had here in Jefferson, Ohio. A trail of quilt barns, historic covered bridges, and even some historic baby buggies. And you can find them all right here in Ashtabula County. Best of all, it's just a one-tank trip. I'm Neil Zurcher.